In Week 1, the second overall pick out of North Dakota State, Carson Wentz, in his first NFL start, and after limited reps in the preseason, helped the Philadelphia Eagles to a lopsided win over the Cleveland Browns. The Chicago Bears, meanwhile, held on for a while in Houston before they got worn down and not only lost, but failed to cover the spread after being within it for most of the game. This is not an ideal Monday Night Football matchup, but the NFL executives know where their bread is buttered, so we get two of the NFL's biggest markets in the spotlight as the Eagles take on the Bears at Soldier Field. Any opening line below -3 was quickly snatched up by the professionals, and we've been sitting on a field goal throughout the week. Just about every shop has extra juice on the home team. The Philadelphia Eagles had to be extremely pleased with Carson Wentz's debut. He showed some clear signs of inexperience, but he was 22 of 37 for 278 yards and 2 touchdowns. He did take 2 sacks, but they were for short yardage losses, and he did not turn the football over. He did lose 2 fumbles that bounced Philadelphia's way, so the ball security will be a point of emphasis this week. But the kid looks solid. He also knows where to go with the football. He hit Nelson Aguilar on a deep touchdown strike and targeted Jordan Matthews with 14 of his 34 attempts. Matthews caught 7 for 114 yards and a score. Philadelphia also racked up 133 rushing yards, although they did have less than 4 yards per carry. They held the ball for almost 2/3 of this game. Many will scoff at Philadelphia's defensive performance because it came against the Browns, but the Eagles did a tremendous job in the limited action that they saw. The Browns were just 2 of 10 on 3rd down, and Robert Griffin III faced pressure for a good majority of the game. The big problem for the Eagles is that the gains they did allow were often very big. The Browns ran for 5.7 yards per carry and had 15.8 yards per catch, including plays of 58 and 44 yards. It appears that the Eagles played a little bit of high-risk, high-reward defense. They forced a turnover and had 3 sacks, but they also gave up some chunk plays. Alshon Jeffrey was the bulk of the Bears' offense last week. Jeffrey only caught 4 balls, but he racked up 105 of Chicago's 258 total yards on those 4 receptions. Jay Cutler was just 16 of 29 for 216 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. The Texans' relentless pass rush got to Cutler 5 times, and the Eagles are sure to come after Cutler this week. The running game never got going for the Bears, with just 3.7 yards per carry. At this point, it just doesn't seem like Cutler is a good fit in any Bears offense. From 2012 to the present, Cutler has thrown 56 interceptions in 57 games. He'll be under pressure here, and that will not help his accuracy or turnover problems. For the majority of the game, Vic Fangio's group did pretty well, but the Texans had the ball for over 36 minutes and started to wear down the defense late in the game. Houston was 12 of 20 on 3rd down, so that'll be a point of emphasis. But the defense gave it a whale of an effort before fatigue set in. Chicago's offense went pick, punt, 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 turnover on downs in the second half, which gave the Bears' defense very little time to rest. One hand feeds the other in Chicago's defense, which isn't all that great to begin with, really can't sustain a high level of play. The sharp side is on Chicago in this game, which does make sense. The Bears will get some big plays against the aggressive Eagles defense, and this is Carson Wentz's first career road start. Unfortunately, it looks like another tough year for the Bears. We know who they are, and their upside appears to be limited. The Eagles seem to have another level, particularly on defense, if they can fix some coverage issues, and that's where the edge lies in this game. Our pick and prediction is for the Philadelphia Eagles at +3.